down to business. I got my wild cherry Diet Pepsi, and I got my blackjack gum here, and I got that feeling. Yeah, that familiar feeling that something rank is going down out there.
Yeah, baby, you about to listen to some Pipe Dreams, baby.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You are on the clock.
You're in my world now.
Breathing, taking in the light through the eyes, the smoke through the mouth, the fire through the mind, the poison through the soul. All is nothing as it seems. Thinking of eternity through a pipe dream.
Pipe Dreams.
Welcome to episode 255 of Pipe Dreams, the independent stream of the subconscious. I'm your host, Boom Smack, sitting next to another host, co-host, guest host, taking over Pipe Dreams. Say hello to MJLee.
Hey, was that Christian Slater from Pump Up the Volume at the beginning of that?
Dude, I can't believe that I even doubted for a second that you would know exactly who that was.
That was amazing.
Yeah. It's one of the greatest. I was like, that's got to be the intro to my...
best movies ever made.
Yeah, dude, that's got to be the intro to my show.
Right? That was sick.
Yeah. I try to pick samples that go with things like this.
All
right.
energy is a form of life. All energy is a form of life.
Like just samples from my favorite shows and movies.
Right.
Which you and I used to just sit around and do and just fucking quote shit.
For sure.
Although there was this one week where we quoted nothing but Beavis and Butthead.
That is true. I remember that.
Yeah. It's like we need to...
How did the 800
I had to
start?
sit on my mouth to stop trying to sound like them guys.
I was trying to remember how the 800 started. Do you remember that story?
Yeah, I remember the 800
Okay,
story.
what happened?
Okay, so here's this story. This is going to be story time with Boom Smack and MJLee.
Yeah, we've known each other for like 40 years.
Yeah, so this is around 91.
Dave took me in when I was homeless, when I was like 17 years old.
And then you took me in when I had to get the fuck out.
He saved my life, seriously.
So one day, my mom, this is ancient times back in the day in Snellville, and my mom's like, hey, my TV's not working. Can you fix it's on the brink? And I think she was trying to watch Arsenio Hall. That tells you how old this is.
Right.
And so I'm behind the television back in the day with cable, and I was trying to... The cable wire had fallen out or something, so I was trying to put in the cable wire, so I can't fucking see the TV. I don't even know what I'm doing. And MJ was like impatient, waiting for me, tapping his foot probably on the other side of the TV because we were going somewhere. And Mom was making me fix the TV so he's waiting. So he's over there on the other side of this snowy TV.
Sorry. I'm sorry. I hit the weed pen. My bad.
So I'm behind the TV. It's just so loud because it's just like, don't do it immediately into the mic.
I'm sorry.
Like, so much. So yeah, I'm behind the television, and all of a sudden I'm hearing snow and hiss, and then I hear, like no more hiss. So I'm like, hey, I think I must have fixed it. And there was this guy that came on the TV because I finally got the cable going. It may have even been Arsenio, and he was like, guess how many people saw so and so? And I went 800. And the guy went 800.
No, I said it. We both said it at the same time.
Yeah.
We both said 800, and then the guy on the TV said 800.
Yeah.
And we were like, what the fuck just happened?
and I still didn't even know what the fuck happened.
We're psychically bonded ever since
And I think that's happened at least once since then.
No, it's happened a bunch of times. That's why we say 800 to each other.
Yeah, I was joking. It's happened constantly.
You read my mind a lot.
It's like we used to finish each other's sentences and shit.
Yeah. Yeah, I've known Dave for, like I said, when did we meet? Fucking
Well, I can tell
91?
Let's play a song, and then I'll tell the Applebee's story.
All right.
So, yeah, this is basically Boom Smack with MJ talking about everything, including his production and his promotions, and not just the ancient times and the old days. Let's start it off with the Picasso's Smoke and Mirrors on Pipe Dreams with Boom Smack and...
MJ.
Pipe Dreams.
No one sees and no
alone. You must go alone.
You know, I'm not alone for once. That was what is it? Smoke and Mirrors from the Picassos on Pipe Dreams with Boomsmack and MJ.
That was actually good. I enjoyed it.
I did. I love the Picassos. They're one of my favorite bands in all of the XRP database. Shout out to James Doyle and Sarah and St. P and DJ Garcia Ray and Space Nomad and Castapri and Driving Under Insanity and Tiz and all the folks in the chat box.
Oh, Damon's here. Hey, Damon, I love you.
Hey, Damon, we love you. By the way, get on down to xrpradio.co.uk/chat. It must be Mondays. Pipe Dreams. This is the Foo-Foos with Nervous Breakdown. We'll be right back with more story time with MJLee.
To school, and I don't want to do exams, and I don't want to get a job. I'll just stay home with me mum and dad. I'll just stay home with mum and dad. And I don't want to go to work, and I don't want to catch the bus, and I don't want to talk to you, and I don't want to make a fuss. I tell the voices in my head, today I'll just stay home in bed and have a nervous breakdown, and have a nervous breakdown, and have a nervous breakdown. And I don't want to see the doctor, and I don't want to see the nurse, and I don't think I need your help. Your medicine just makes me worse. My heartbeat pounding in my chest. Today I'll just stay home and rest and have a nervous breakdown, and have a nervous breakdown, and have a nervous breakdown. I think I'm having a nervous breakdown. Just think they want me dead and have a nervous breakdown, 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 and have a nervous breakdown. Oh, my heartbeat's getting up. I think I might have a heart attack. Or is it my anxiety? I don't know. I just can't handle it anymore. Mum, Dad,
or a sonic stunner designed to affect members of a race now dead.
Oh, yeah, that's MJ on the right ear. And I'm boom smacking your left ear. I think today we're in both ears.
Hit the weed again.
Hit the weed again. That was the Foo-Foos with Nervous Breakdown. You're listening to Pipe Dreams with Boom Smack and
MJ. I have a motto: if you sit next to me, you're going to get high. That's just how it works. So,
well, I don't even know. I just say don't do a drug, kids.
Well, yeah, I smoke a lot of weed for sure, and everybody knows it. I make sure everybody knows it. If you walk up and start trying to talk business to me, I'll be like, dude, I'm on a lot of edibles. Call me on Monday like a professional.
Yeah. Well, speaking of Mondays, it's story time with Boomsmack and MJ again.
Oh, yeah, the Applebee's story.
In 1991, like before the dawn of time and shit, before they had a calendar, my buddy, who will go unnamed because he's such a douchebag and everything, but at the time I thought he was my buddy, and he and I went out looking for places to work, and we're like, we both need jobs. Let's just go. We'll just hit all the places up on 78 and get about 20 resumes and applications and see if we get lucky. And one of the places we went was Applebee's. So we both went in there, and we went to two separate sides of the restaurant and kind of interviewed by the people and filled out shit, and then we both left. And what I didn't know was a week later, Applebee's called him. They needed him, and they weren't going to call me, but he turned it down because he's such a douchebag. So they called me as a backup. And I never knew till years later that they had called him first. So anyway, they called me. If he takes the job, I don't even go in there. So they called me, and
Damn,
I
didn't know that part of the
I
game.
didn't know that till years later.
Yeah.
So I go in there, and I get interviewed, and the whole time this Missy chick's interviewing me, MJ's back behind her just shaking his head going, that's bullshit, that's bullshit.
Right, for sure.
And he liked my racism shirt.
Yeah.
Well, I will say it was an apartheid anti-racism shirt. It wasn't a racism
Yeah,
shirt.
it was not a racist.
It was a
shirt.
free.
I definitely
free,
would not have liked that.
Free South Africa and shit.
Yeah.
But anyway, I started working at Applebee's, and he was, I believe, a line cook or dishwasher. What the hell were you doing?
I was the assistant kitchen manager at that. Okay, so here's my side of this story real quick.
Yeah.
So I was homeless. I left home when I was 15 years old, and the first job I could get was at this Applebee's. And because I was homeless, I just rented this hotel room and paid a weekly rate at this Days Inn across the street. This is in Stone Mountain, Georgia, on Highway 78. And
all hail.
So I start working at this Applebee's, and I got nowhere to be because I'm homeless. I was trying to walk to school every day. Fuck that. And then so I'm just like, I've dropped out of school. I'm working full time, and I'm just going home across the street to this Days Inn hotel, and then taking every dollar that I made and paying rent at this hotel. And then so I meet Dave one day. All right, you can take the rest of the story.
Oh, by the way, someone in the
wait. So I was working there so much that I would be there from like 4 a.m.
Dude, your ticket stub print out of your check with
Yeah.
your hours would be like longer than every three
Yeah.
other.
I was literally
people's.
living there. So I'd go in at 4 a.m. and stay till 1 a.m. the next night, go sleep for 4 hours at the crib and come back.
Yeah.
And I would just eat there, like off the food, off the line, and fucking, that's how I lived for like a year. And then I meet Dave, and he took me the fuck in. Here, you tell it now.
Oh, dude. Well, you could take it anywhere there. I don't. Do I go to Tecmo Bowl? Do I go to
No,
Cast
no,
on
take
the
it
Leg?
from what happened at Applebee's when I met you.
Oh, well. I remember we had a million, laughs at like the baked chick saying, and I mean, there's a million.
No. So I was singing The Cure in the walk-in at the top of my
I remember
lungs.
you singing "Here We Go." Jane's
Yeah, that's
Addiction.
what it was. It was Jane's
Here we
Addiction.
go.
My
Here
bad.
we go.
Yeah. And I was in the walk-in with my headphones on, and I was just screaming Jane's Addiction. And fucking, he walked back there, and he was like, "Do you like Jane's Addiction?" And I was like, "Fuck, absolutely yes." And we were buddies ever since.
Yeah, dude. Speaking of them, I hope they get their shit straight. 'Cause I
Yeah,
saw them
that's sad as fuck.
That was sad
man.
as fuck. Perry Farrell needs to fucking wake up.
Get off the blow, dog. You're
yeah.
fucking 60, dude.
Dave
I mean,
Navarro is too sweet and too nice to be throwing fucking.
Listen, I've been throwing raves since '92. I've done every drug known to man. There's a time of, like, I just stick to the weed and the mushrooms these days, man, because all these dudes that are still out here on coke and meth and fucking heroin and shit, like, get your fucking life together, dog. What the fuck are you doing with yourself? You're a slave. You might as well be dead.
Dude, that's what I was thinking about when I went and bought tickets for Bauhaus, and both times it was canceled because of Murphy. I'm like,
Yeah.
you don't need to be going to rehab at 90 years old. Dude.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Maybe
Like,
maybe you could go ahead and just be an old rock star, and you're still with Bauhaus,
Right.
and you fucked that up, and now I never get to see them. Thanks to
Yeah,
you.
dude. And we're probably never going to see Jane's Addiction again now. I just read yesterday that Dave Navarro unfollowed Jane's Addiction on Instagram.
Yeah, well, you see,
and
he posted.
unfollowed
He said
Perry.
posted goodbye.
He did? I didn't see that.
It was his guitar turned backwards. In the back of the guitar, it said goodbye.
Damn it, man. See? What the fuck, Perry? Because you wanted to be a little bitch. Because you can't handle
Well, at
your
least we
fucking drugs.
have the great music that they have made.
Yeah, it's still sad as fuck, though. I wanted to go see him. And they're with Love and Rockets. How fucking dope of a show. I was going to fly to Chicago over it, I swear to God.
Well, I could say that y'all know The Cure is my favorite band, and it's all about where you sit.
Mine too.
It's all about where you sit and everything. But last year I only went to 2 shows. I went and saw The Cure, and I went and saw Love and Rockets. And Love and Rockets was a million times better because I could see and hear everything.
Right.
And at The Cure show, I should have just not even gone and listened to the record because Robert was this big, and I couldn't even hear him as well as I
Man,
could see
nothing
him.
beat that Curiosa show we went to, though. That shit was... So here's a great story. Axel from 99F was doing this contest.
Dude, that's like the
because
greatest story there is that you're talking.
Curiosa was coming to town, which was the Cure Festival. Now, The Cure is my favorite band as well, but Dave was the first person to ever show me The Cure because before that, I was into like glam rock and like Poison and LA Guns and fucking Faster Pussycat and all that shit. I was that guy. And Dave was like, no, check this out. Oh, to finish the Applebee's story. So fucking we're at Applebee's and we have the Jane's Addiction conversation or whatever. We go to this Dunkin' Donuts across the street after work.
Oh, yeah.
And we sit there and talk for like 5 hours. And he's like, well, what are you doing with your life? And I'm like, basically, I spend all my money on this hotel and you know, fucking I eat there. And he's like, well, how are you ever going to get ahead? Come live with me at my mom's place. And I was like, damn, are you sure? So he calls his mom, and his mom's like, yeah.
Mom was really cool with that,
Yeah,
dude. Mom was
yeah.
so fucking cool with that.
But she was like, you can't be here when he's not here because I don't know you. Of course, that changed because I've known this family for 40 years now. But I could probably show up on her front door right now, and she'd be like, what do you need?
Yeah, she's always thought you were groovy.
Yeah, I've always thought she was amazing too. So
Yeah.
it's fucking, anyway, I know his whole family, you know, fucking I lived with him for 2 years. So, and I was like homeless. Like I had nowhere to go and was like sleeping on like people's attics and behind sheds and behind movie theaters and styrofoam boxes and shit. It was a crazy life. And Dave took me in and showed me all this new music that I had never heard before, and it changed my life. And because I got into that music, which was more the gothy side of things, that was the bridge into me getting into dance music because I started hearing groups like Moby and 808 State and Meat Beat Manifesto that were kind of crossing over from the industrial
Right,
genre.
like would you eventually found where you are now if you hadn't have gone through all the
No,
goth
that's
and
what I'm saying. I tell everybody in the world that Atlanta has a scene because of this guy I'm talking to right now. Because if none of those events would have happened, I don't think I would have ever found rave music, and I've been doing that for 30 years now.
I remember this physical memory of being in the back of my room. You were in the living room part where you had the bed and everything, where
Right.
the TV and the Tecmo Bowl were set up.
Yeah.
And I was coming through the foyer, and I had this cassette of Juice and Mary Chain, and it was Darklands.
One of my
Because I thought
albums.
he was like he's too cock rock right now to like Psycho Candy. He won't appreciate it yet. Let me start him slow with some 9 Million Rainy Days and April
Right.
Skies.
Oh my
and
God, these are my favorite songs.
Happy
on
When
the
It
earth.
Rains and shit.
Yeah.
So I brought that in, going, okay, he'll like this. And then I remember it was Lorelei from the Cocteau Twins.
Yeah, what a great fucking song.
And there was, I would say, I mean, there was a million, but what I would say, I remember with each band, you loved the band, but there was a song in particular that would be like, okay, that was his Cocteau Twins, that was his Juice and Mary Chain.
Right. That's awesome that I didn't know you were studying it that much.
Well, I
Wow.
just remember that
you were like on a mission to convert me.
with The Cure, it was always pictures of you. It was always the one that
Yeah,
you were
it's
like,
still my favorite song
you nuts
ever.
the fuck out over.
Yeah.
So I can never pick a favorite until I heard Fight, and I'm like, okay, but it's still it's too
Fight
hard
is
to,
a great one.
It's too hard.
I mean,
to say.
I can't pick a. I mean, if I had to, with a gun to my head, it'd be pictures of you. But
The way I figured out you have to do it is instead of picking and ranking them, because it's impossible, is make a shelf and put tiers on it. So on the
Right.
top shelf, you have these 4 songs.
Okay.
On the second shelf, you got these 12. Because there's no way you could tell me that The Walk is better than Caterpillar or vice versa. It's just
Yeah,
brilliant.
no, yeah.
Or anything. So let's play some music, and then we'll get back into goofiness. Do you want to give me one number 1 through 4, and you get to pick the song? 1
let's
through 4.
say 3. It's my favorite number.
All right, here comes the money. The Niblets on Pipe Dreams with Boom Smack and
That was good.
MJ.
You know where they're from?
I do not know where they're from. That is the Niblets. Here comes the money. You're listening to Pipe Dreams with Boom Smack and
Hey, I'm MJ.
MJ in his house. What'd you think of that?
I mean, derivative.
Roger that.
I've heard it 1,000 times already.
Roger that.
I mean, it was catchy. It's got a groove to it, but we've heard it before.
Well, say hey to the chat box out there. Say hey to everybody.
Hey to the chat box. I can't see who's in it. I don't know who's in it, but if you're a friend of mine and you're in it, well, thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you.
Roger that. That's what I meant, basically. It was just like, shout out to anyone that can hear us. It is possible to listen and not be in the chat box if you want to go to the chat box. xrpradio.co.uk/chat, and then there's bottom left there's a little button and you hit play. Of course, if you can hear me say that, you're already listening.
Valid point.
Blue, pink, or yellow? Or would you like to tell another story?
I was going to tell a story, but I can't remember which story.
I think you should tell the story of how, because when we finished the Applebee's story and you were telling about how my musical influence took you into this musical journey, what it led to as you being what you are now, you could talk about that some.
What, Jungle Bells?
Exactly.
Oh yeah.
Like
Okay.
the way that your path of music, getting through the DJ stuff and the electronica, starting with the new wave and the goth,
right,
and how it all led to this end product.
Okay, so basically what happened was, so this is like 93, 94 by this point. I started getting really into dance music because of, like I said, groups like Meat Beat Manifesto, 808 State, Moby, Future Sound of London, like all these incredible bands that were making.
Used to like Delirium and Orb.
Yeah, Delirium is amazing. Like all those guys came out of the industrial scene. I mean, Delirium used to be Front 242. Frontline Assembly.
Damn.
And that's one of the biggest industrial bands ever. And then they stopped that and started doing Delirium. So that's what I mean is all these industrial acts started converting over to more dancey, ravey sounds. And I was all in for it from the get-go. And then that's when me and Dave kind of lost contact for like a few years because I just went off and became a fucking full-time raver. And then
I didn't see you for a minute.
Yeah, and then by 94, I started throwing parties. And I was always trying to get Dave to come out to him because he is super fucking crazy about you coming to his, like if he's been in 40 fucking bands since I've known him. And if you don't come to his band show, he's going to hold it as a grudge for at least 2 years. You know what I'm saying? Meanwhile, I've thrown 5,000 parties in this fucking city at this point, and this motherfucker's never come to one of them ever. And I'm like, bro, you give me shit. I've been to 500 of your shows. You've never come to one of mine, and you give me shit if I miss one of yours. Where the fuck is the logic in that? Because Dave is of the opinion that, well, now he's broken that opinion. But for a long time, it was, if there's any music made after 1988, I don't like it. And he's really guitar driven. So I've been this little raver boy for the last 35 years.
Well, the way that comes perfect full circle is
and he's like, yeah, fuck that. That's not real music. And I'm like, bro, you're missing a lot of really good music out here. I don't know what you're talking about.
The way that comes perfect full circle is that XRP and being a listener for a year and then a DJ for 4 or 5, it totally broke that down.
You opened your mind.
I started hearing shit that not only is this shit great and made now, like some of this stuff is made this year, but a lot of it sounds like, I'll play you a track that the 80s music in this that's made in 2018 sounds just as 80s or more 80s than goddamn the 80s music. So I used to think that. I used to be like, if you're after 1989 and after Disintegration, I don't give a fuck.
So close-minded, dude. I love all music. You know what I'm saying?
It was not just close-minded; it was tight-minded. I was convinced that nothing good, and I still have that opinion a little bit on movies. But here's the thing:
That's
what you have to
crazy too.
Check
Man.
it out.
There's so much life out here.
I'm about to
There's
flip the switch.
There's so much life out here, dog.
Stop, bro. What I realized was that all that's different now. It's got nothing to do with the times. What's different is you just have to look harder to find the good shit because the movies, music, all of that is just as good as it ever was.
Absolutely.
It is not thrown in your face. The shit that's thrown in your face sucks the cow cock.
Right.
And I'll die on that hill. Even though cows don't have a cock, it somehow sucks it. Music the easily accessible movies, the easily accessible anything sucks shit.
I mean, I'm the same way. Like, I'm a music encyclopedia. Like, I'll play musical Jeopardy all day and beat anybody, anywhere, anytime. I
And
guarantee
political
it.
Jeopardy too.
Yeah, and politics. But I've been political.
You're the guy to have on the trivia team, by the way.
Yeah.
I could do the sports,
but I
bullshit.
don't know nothing about pop music for the last 5 years. I couldn't tell you. I mean, I play fucking Name That Tune all the time. As soon as they go to pop, I'm like, never heard this shit before.
No.
Because I don't listen to that shit. I'm an underground kid. You know what I'm saying? But there's so much beautiful music out here. And for years, I've been like, dude, come out of your shell. What the fuck? You're just living in this box for no fucking reason. There's all this beautiful fucking shit coming out here.
Yeah.
So now I've got them convinced to come to. So every year we throw this party called Jungle Bells. And so what happened was we started throwing this party in 1998. So we've been doing it for, this is 27 years, I think now. And so it was the first all drum and bass, like, big party in Atlanta. And because we were on drum and bass before almost anybody in this town. There was a couple other people doing it, but they're not around anymore. Sorry about your luck. So, so I always laugh at new promoters. They come in like, I'm going to change the game and flip the wheel and blah, blah, blah. And then they throw one party and lose money and nobody ever hears from them again. The real motherfuckers
I don't
get
think
back.
you're supposed to flip the wheel. You flip the switch and spin
Yeah.
the wheel. That's what
Yeah.
they're doing wrong. They're trying to flip a wheel.
Yeah. They don't know what the fuck they're doing. So they come out here and lose money one time and nobody ever hears from them again. I've been out here for 30 fucking years doing this, losing a lot of money on drum and bass because nobody wanted to fucking hear it back in the day. So we get 100, 200 people out and they're spending all these money to fly these guys over from England because that's where the music comes from. And, you know, fucking.
You know what's cool to me though is that you're doing the one that you know where maybe the golden money is not, but it's also what you love. So that's what the one you're
Right.
doing.
Yeah, that's why
you're
I
not just
chose it.
selling out
Yeah.
going, I'm going to do house or whatever the top 40 thing is.
Well, I did do that for like 10 years. And that's why I have a lot of money now because people weren't coming to the drum and bass shows. It turned into like 10 guys standing around holding the walls up talking about how they could do it better.
Well, you could be known for
And-
more than one genre, I guess.
Yeah, I am. So it's fucking, I'm known for everything. I brought Skrillex here for his first show ever. I brought Incision here for Liquid Stranger, guys that are out here getting $500,000 a show. I used to be Zed's Dead's manager, Adventure Club's manager. Like, I've been in these streets. So I was on dubstep. That's what I was getting to. Like, I was the first guy on drum and bass in the 90s. People stopped coming out to the drum and bass shows, and I started getting into dubstep, and I was fucking all the way into it immediately. And so I was the first guy to start bringing, like I said, Skrillex and Rusko and anybody in dubstep, I brought them here first. And then about 5 years ago, me and Armani, who's one of my best friends, we went out to this drum and bass party that this other crew called Elevate was throwing. Shout out to Johnny Goodtime and Amanda. They're amazing people. They're up in Asheville, North Carolina now. But they were from here, and they were throwing parties here. So me and Armani went to the fucking show, and we had such a great time. I was like, I don't know, I'm starting to feel the itch again. And I started feeling like drum and bass was going to come around again. So I called my partner Brandon, who I've been working with for 30 years, and we started Jungle Bells together, and we can't do it without each other. So I was like, hey, let's start putting resources into drum and bass again. So we started working on Jungle Bells, and we started building it. And every year for the last 4 years, we've been the biggest drum and bass party in America right here in Atlanta for the past 4 years. So we try and top it every year, and this year we've just gone crazy, and I've spent all my money on it. So you guys go out and buy your tickets, please, so I don't wind up broke.
No doubt.
Yeah, because that's how much I'm dedicated to it. I love it. I don't think there's any better music. There's no better scene than the Atlanta drum and bass scene, where everybody's open arms. It's so welcoming. It's all hugs and love. It's a bunch of fucking stoners, which I am. So they're my fucking tribe, son. And we put on for them, you know? So we're doing, in 2 weeks, we got the Road to Jungle Bells, which is Camo and Crooked. Huge.
Well, there's a pretty good UK following to this show, so you could discuss.
Yeah.
Didn't you say there was someone from England that you're?
Camo and Crooked's from England.
There you go.
And then their partner Memphis, he's coming with them. He's from England as well. And then we got Document One, also from England, and Blossom coming for that. And then we go fast forward to December, and then we're taking over the whole weekend of December 14th. So We've got the
Is that
open.
the Masquerade or the?
Yes, this is at Masquerade in downtown Atlanta. We're taking over all 4 rooms on the Saturday night. So the first night will just be in Hell, and that'll be Mosey and Enai and Harriet Jackson, all 3 from England, all huge ass. You know, they're all, any one of them could headline their own party, and and then the next night I'd have to pull up the flyer to read all the names on it, but it's Net Sky, Hybrid Minds, which are one of my personal favorite groups in the world. And we've been trying to get them for the past 3 years, and we're finally able to get them this year. And I've already told everybody, I don't care if there's a fire in the building. When those guys go on, nobody's allowed to talk to me, because that's how important it is to me. They're incredible. If you've never heard them before, I suggest go checking out Hybrid Minds. Absolutely beautiful music. So yeah, we've got Hybrid Minds coming. We've got Sigma. They've never been to America before, and they're huge. And then we've got, Ed Rush and Optical, frickin' Mandy Dextrous, Turno. There's like 50 names on the flyer. Go check it out. Jungle Bells. And
is there like a web thing you do?
Yeah, you can go to junglebells.org/events, and it'll have all of our parties listed there and all the ticket links there as well. Once again, that's junglebells.org/events. And that's what I do with my life. I push drum and bass because I love it. But I've pushed every genre of dance music in Atlanta since I've started this thing.
Well, thank you for that. Good job.
Hell yeah.
All right, it's time to pay the bills.
Oh, lasagna, don't get any on ya. My favorite. Layers of beef, marinara, the whole 9 yards. Eat too many of them, you get a great big ass. And you got your head up it. Hooah!
All right, this is P-Mad. You're listening to MJ and Boom Smack on Pipe Dreams.
Pipe Dreams.
Would you like it all to burn and disappear? I was halfway to hell. I was halfway to hell and the heat got too much. I was halfway to hell and the heat got too much. But if it wasn't for the money, I'd be out of here. Do what they say, but just turn into summers. New colors off the charts. Fire, fire, fire. Hate, hate, hate has just become the norm. Fire, fire, fire. All we do is born. You tell us a pack of lies that it will be so soon, that it will be soon.
for the money, I'd be out of here. Hate has just become the norm. Fire, all we do is mourn. All too late. Fire is...
All right, that was Still Is. I'm talking over the end of it. That's Fire Extended Bombard Remix from P-Man on Pipe Dreams with Boom Smack and...
Hey, I'm MJ. Hey.
Thanks for being in the chat box. Shout out to all the XR peepers.
I was hitting the weed.
The
right
pipers and the dreamers. I see Ambo Jitsu out there. A lot of good guests. That's Mike turning his head. Thank you.
Sorry about that.
That's all right.
Just hit the weed pen, like I said.
Just hit the weed pen. Got to talk about that. Got to cough in the mic. Got to do it.
Sorry about that.
That's all right. Welcome to Pipe Dreams with all of us.
I am high as fuck.
I'm glad that you're here, by the way. I'm really glad
Thank
that you're
you.
here. I just want
It's always a great time with you, brother.
Yeah, man.
Like I said, you saved my life, and you put me on the music that was the course of me finding my path in this world and the reason that Atlanta has a drum and bass scene.
I didn't even know at the time I was doing anything important.
Yeah, you did.
I just was doing it.
Yeah, Atlanta's had 30 years of dope music because I met you. That's a
Yeah,
fact.
I remember I just wanted to have someone to play Tecmo Bowl with.
For sure. That's awesome. We used to play that shit every day, all day, son.
Was it you or Raleigh that would just fade back to the end zone and throw an 80-yard Hail Mary every time?
Yeah, for sure.
And fucking quarterback Eagles, QB Eagles.
Holy shit, Tecmo Bowl, son. Y'all don't even know.
Yeah, if you haven't fucking wanted to kill somebody and gone outside and smashed shit because of Tecmo Bowl, you haven't really lived.
Yo, I literally shot my Nintendo 64. My buddy Brandon I was just talking about that I throw Jungle Bells with. We were living together, and I used to have a bad Xanax problem, so I would eat Xanax all the time, and you would wake up just fucking angry as fuck. So he ate a bunch of my donuts one night. We lived across the street from the Krispy Kreme on Ponce.
Man, you don't eat a man's donuts.
Yeah, we lived across the street from the Krispy Kreme on Ponce at this building called the Deerfield. It's famous. And
is that Shaquille O'Neal's Krispy Kreme?
It is now, yes. So, but it wasn't back then. This is like 92 or 93 or something. I had just moved back from Seattle.
I can't believe the dude ate your donuts.
Yeah, so it's fucking, so I go over and get the hot donuts now. I bring them back. I pass out on the Xanax. I wake up. All the donuts are gone. And this is like 2 days later. Of course, all the donuts are gone. You know what I'm saying? And we have people in and out of the house all the time.
Hot donuts then.
So, yeah. So I wake up and literally put my gun in his mouth. And I'm like, you ate all my fucking donuts. I'm going to murder you. He's like, please don't kill me, MJ. It's bananas. So anyways, I was telling that story to tell this story, which was...
smartest thing I did was take the bullets out of that gun.
Yeah. So we're playing Nintendo 64 one day. I think it was GoldenEye maybe. And I kept getting shot. And it was like the one shot, one
and
kill.
He's on the beach.
Huh?
GoldenEye, man.
Yeah. It was like the one shot, one kill version. So I kept getting shot. And I was like, man, fuck this game. And I took it out in the parking lot and shot it 4 times with my Glock.
Did you ever hear the Excite Bike story?
That's why I smoke a lot of weed now, so I don't do things like that anymore.
Roger that, dude.
Amen.
So I've been home alone one day playing Nintendo NES, and I'm playing Excite Bike. And Excite Bike, along with Zelda, was one of the first games I'd ever saw that came with a battery pack where you could save what you did on the game. Excite Bike, you could design your entire motorcycle track and save it, and then turn it off, come back later, and play the game. And one day I spent all afternoon designing the most epic fucking track there ever was.
For sure.
And it was instantly deleted right after I made it.
Oh no!
So
I'd have shot it
with
too.
check it out. This is with like the dude from Silence of the Lambs calmness, like the calmness and the rationale, the calm. I took the Nintendo, I unplugged it, I slowly wrapped the wires around it. I took both controllers, I wrapped the wires around it, took the adapter, wrapped the wires, put it all together, calmly went outside. This is in the backyard at Snellville.
Yeah, yeah.
And then we had just cut the tree down to the left, so there was nothing but a tree stump there. And I put all of the stuff on the tree stump. I calmly walked over to the lawnmower, and I took out fucking the gas can. I walked over.
No way.
Calmly, as psychotically as fuck, like the dude fucking putting plastic over his house.
That's awesome.
The guy laying plastic out before he smashes your fucking skull in. So I calmly lay out all the Nintendo. I walk over, I just throw a match at it, and just watch it burn. And about a week later, I went and bought another one.
That's crazy. That's hilarious.
But I was that mad that I couldn't even get mad. I was so, when it deleted that track, I became someone else.
For sure.
I completely fucking checked out.
That's why I am. Like, people are always like, they walk up to me now and they're like, you're so much cooler than you used to be. And I'm just like, edibles, period. Like, they saved my life for sure. I'd be in prison by now.
How about some music?
That sounds like a great idea. Play something good.
Here you go. The Pyramid with Synthetic on Pipe Dreams with Boom Smack and MJ. You're listening to The Pyramid with Synthetic on Pipe Dreams with Boom Smack and...
Hey, I'm MJ. I just got caught hitting the weed pen again. Sorry.
Are we on Vox? No, we're not on Vox.
And it's a good one.
No more tea anyway.
So shout out to the chat box. There's old Nomad.
Oh, what's up, Damon? I love you, brother.
Love you, brother. You know, Damon was here 2 days ago.
We just listened to?
That was The Pyramid with Synthetic on Pipe Dreams with Boom Smack and
MJ. Who is the band, though?
Pyramid. The Pyramid.
The Pyramid.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I got to look them up because that was good.
Yeah, I love that.
Have you ever seen the movie Drive?
I have not. Tell us about it.
It's an incredible movie. It got a bunch of Oscar nominations. I think it even won an Oscar, if I'm not mistaken. But It's incredible. But the soundtrack is even more incredible, and it was made by this guy called Kavinsky. And that song we just listened to sounds almost just like him. That was really good. I like it.
Roger that.
I like that kind of.
We'll have to hear some more Pyramid.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's this.
Sounds like that, then it's going to be good.
Yeah. So here's a quick story time with in 2002 or so, I worked with this fellow named Patrick, and he was from Oklahoma. He's told me all about noodling and stuff. I'd never heard about that shit. He had a lot of
noodling, like on a guitar.
No, like fucking like going underwater 20 feet and sticking your hand into some hole to pull a catfish out with your bare hands.
No, I'm
and
tight.
then drowning because your hand got stuck in the hole.
No, I'm tight.
Yeah. So he told me about this. I was like, you Okies are crazy. But anyway, long story shorter, he makes music. And I've known the guy from like 20 years from Guitar Center when we used to work there together. And he moved back to Oklahoma, but I don't think he's a noodler. And he and I've been talking to him. He was telling me about how he makes music. And I said, dude, send me one of your tracks and I will lay it on because I'm going to try to get him to convince him to upload his stuff to XRP. And so I said, I'm going to play your track. And he said, well, if you play my track, say this. So he gave me something to say. Featuring Patrick Lindsay, the single Crush 'em, Grind 'em, Smoke 'em, Drone 'em. From outside of space and time come my friends, non-Euclidean massive eyes and tentacles. This glorious sonic occasion entitled Crush 'em, Grind 'em, Smoke 'em, Drone 'em was envisioned after a Drew Daniel of Matmos dreamt of the hit 'em genre and told the world via the human internet. Pulsing drums, droning guitars, and burbling synths, all in 5/4 time, coalesce into the melange that is this new single by non-Euclidean Massive Eyes and Tentacles. You can find them at Bandcamp by searching Euclidean Massive Eyes and Tentacles at bandcamp.com. This is Crush 'em, Grind 'em, Smoke 'em, Drone 'em from non-Euclidean Massive Eyes and Tentacles. My buddy Patrick from Guitar Center. Non-Euclidean, massive eyes and tentacles for the very first time heard here. Crush 'em, grind 'em, smoke 'em, drone 'em. Patrick Lindsay from Oklahoma.
Yeah, that was dope.
I liked that.
Yeah.
That had a...
I'm super high, so it was super awesome.
Exactly. You know how some songs I'll say sound like they're traveling songs? To me, that wasn't a traveling song. That was a sit alone and be introspective.
Yeah.
It's like an introspective...
Meditative,
yeah. Some songs I hear, I'm like, oh, let's drive with this, or let's run down the beach. And that to me was more of like a kind of, I think, therefore I am.
I liked it.
Yeah.
Oh, G-Pop, I can't be right all the time.
So you're listening to Pipe Dreams with dang old Boomsmack and MJLee, the legend, the myth. Are you a myth or a legend? I forget which.
I'm pretty much both, dog. I mean, I don't shy away from, like, when people are like, yo, you're a legend. I'm like, yeah, the fuck I am, dog. I've been fucking putting in work.
Yeah, there's no doubt.
Yeah,
I wanted to ask you too, real quick,
away
because I asked you a really good thing off the air, and I liked the answer, so I thought it'd be cool to. By the way, MJ was earlier talking about how I've never been to one of his shows. I have promised to go to one now, so I have sucked for not going, but I'm now going. So
yeah, so he's going to come to Jungle Bells.
I'm going to go 14th. I was going to go to both. There was one that's this month and one that's next.
Oh, you're going to come September 28th?
I was going to both. Yeah.
What? Say word. All right, so. So here's what you don't know about Dave is he's 7'2" tall. And for years, like, it would always be like, we'd be walking down the street to get, it's Six Flags especially.
Oh, anywhere public, but especially Six Flags.
Yeah, we went to Six Flags and fucking everybody's like, hey, how tall are you? And I'd be like, 5'8", thanks for asking. And so.
They'd be like, do you play in the NBA? And MJ would be like, no.
Yeah.
They're like,
so my favorite thing you used to say all the time was like, people would be like, hey, do you play basketball? And you'd be like, you'd look down on them and you'd be like, do you play miniature golf? That was my favorite shit ever.
Dude, I remember people used to ask me all the things like, what do you drive and where do you get your clothes? And I'm like, wow, where do I get my clothes?
Yeah.
Like
I'll be like, are you writing an article, bitch?
Yeah, what the fuck? You could ask me anything, and you're asking me about basketball.
Yeah.
Like, what did you ask tall people before basketball was invented? What did you say to a tall man?
Yeah.
Because all I ever got, I'm like, can we talk about something?
Can you help me
get else?
He'd be like, can you help me get this banana? That's all there is to say to a tall person.
I would love it if people would ask me for things like that, like someone at the grocery store, hey, can you hand me that? Or can you
I would every time.
I actually had someone.
How many times have I asked you to hand me something in my life?
I've actually had someone who was lost at a club who asked me to help find their friend because I could see over the crowd.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And so I was like, that's a helpful thing. Don't ask me about fucking basketball. But my friends used to try to tell me at clubs to pretend I was in the NBA to get girls, and I couldn't schmooze. I was like, I can't lie like that.
Yeah.
And they're like, dude, we're in like Flynn. If you just tell these people you're in on the, I'm like, no, dude, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, I'm not a liar either. I can't do it.
So, and to my credit, I never tried to schmooze that way. I would go to clubs, like I would go to this one club, and they would.
You don't have to. You just walk in the
that's
club.
That's what I'm saying. I would walk right into the Gold Club, and they literally took the red velvet rope in the VIP, and thought I was money from the NBA, and I walked right in the fucking right in the pit, right in front of the stage all night, and they were bringing me drinks, and girls were sitting next to me, and they all thought I was money.
You're a celebrity anywhere you go just because of how tall you are. That's why I'm like, if you come out to one of our parties, everybody's gonna love you immediately.
I'm gonna get a special shirt that says I like MJ on when I come.
I'm friends with MJ.
I'm friends with MJ.
Yeah.
Like Frankie says relax in that kind of font.
Yeah,
I'm with MJ or some shit.
Yeah, that'd be great. That'd be awesome. And I'll tell everybody, I'm like, he's one of my best friends on earth, period.
Yeah. And it's funny because I didn't even realize like I remember what you mentioned how your musical tastes have changed and you've gone through different things. When I first heard that you were doing this, I remember my very first thought wasn't that I was surprised that you were doing musical shit. I just didn't know, because I didn't know that you were into that kind of shit. The last MJ I heard was into Cotton Twins and fucking that kind of shit. Yeah. So when I heard that you were into all that, I'm like, what? Because I didn't like that shit. So I was like, oh, I wish you'd been a promoter, like, fucking
bringing indie bands and shit.
Yes, but I had to, like I said, I had the bias. I had to break down the bias and all that.
I'm telling you, once you come out and see it, because I could play it for you all day on the radio, but I tell everybody this, like, until you come out and see it for yourself and feel the welcomeness of the scene and feel like how you immediately have friends for the rest of your life, just because you happen to be into the same music. Man, there's nothing like it on earth. Like, I was just at this wedding this past weekend, and literally it's 40 fucking people, and fucking everybody there knows each other because of parties that I throw. The bride and the groom met at a party I threw. You know what I'm saying? That's what they asked me to officiate the wedding because of that. So it was such an honor, and it was such a great time. But imagine being down with 40 fucking people in a fucking state you don't even live in. We were down in Mobile, Alabama, and fucking 40 people just sitting around being like, man, none of us would even know each other without you. I mean, what fucking kind of an honor is that, you know? And you're officiating a wedding for 2 people that met at your party. Like, that's what we're out here doing. We're out here fucking making lasting memories, and fucking memories that last for a lifetime, and friendships that last
Every
for a
rave
lifetime.
you throw could be someone else getting together to meet. They might get married.
I used to throw this party called Kingdom Raven. We had a couple get married at the party. Like, we stopped the whole
Have you ever
party.
seen someone drop to his knee and propose at one of your?
Absolutely. It happens 100 times. But the wedding, like, we stopped the whole fucking rave. There's 4,000 people there, and we just turned off all the music and did the wedding right in the middle of the fucking party.
Did you have, like a minister or whatever you call it?
All that.
Yeah.
It was fucking sick. Straight up wedding.
Because in the picture on Facebook, it looks like you're the guy doing that. It looks like you're the, you know, because you're standing there with the 2.
I was the preacher, basically.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. You weren't just there. You were doing and those shoes, man. You got to wear the pimpin' shoes.
Yeah, I had to put the blue suede on them because of Elvis, you know.
Your new kicks. All right. Blue, orange, or pink?
I'm going to say blue every time.
All right. MJ's picking it. This is Shadows and Mirrors.
Boy.
The song is called Videotapes. I wonder if it's going to sound 80s.
Who is the band?
Shadows and Mirrors.
Okay.
Pipe Dreams, the Boom Smack, and MJ.
Hot dreams.
I was probably returning videotape.
Patrick?
What is it?
Where are you going?
We've got to return some videotape.
Cannot be completed as dialed. Please check the number and dial again.
rent some video games.
Dad Rabbit, somebody answer down there. Get off the dime. Hello? Hello? Is there anybody down there?
Aye, sir.
I don't suppose you've got a nice glass of beer, have you, Poirot?
Yeah, that's what I was just saying. You need that robot voice.
Yeah, that's me with the vocoder, y'all.
Yo, that sounded like the airport guy.
That's exactly what I was trying to do.
Yeah.
Please move to the center of the vehicle and away from the doors.
Wow, that's crazy. What a flashback.
But I actually have a vocoder on my computer.
I wish they still had that at the airport. That was so dope when you say that.
Yeah, they changed it to some shit that sounds like just some human bitch. I'm like, you need to fuck off.
Yeah, she's like, please move to the center of the vehicle. Like, boo.
Yeah,
I want the
boo.
Cylon Raider back.
I want the Cylon.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
You want to hear some rock and roll for a minute, then we'll go back to the electronica and shit.
I guess. I love all music.
Hell yeah.
Hey, this is Mike from Muto, and you're listening to us on Pipe Dreams with Boom Smack.
And
MJ.
Pipe Dreams.
Myself at the graveyard discotheque so I could make it through the night. The walls were deep red and they're closing in on me. My drink glowed blue in the sick fluorescent light. Well, love once lived here, but it died without a trace, like the ashes of a vampire caught in a sunlit place. Old creatures of the night, they still feel that disco beat. Nearly half a century on, they still move their undead feet. So I'll flick the switch, turn the darkness on. It feels more right when it's wrong. There's a creature inside of me. It's calling out to the creature inside of you. And there's a creature inside of you that wants to hold me down and have its Now I'm stuck here in this twilight. I feel too old to live, but I know I'm too young to die. I catch a glimpse of my reflection in a mirror. Those sunken dead, doll-like eyes. Well, love once lived here, but it was killed by some kind of cliche, smothered to death by 1,000 fluffy hearts and forever bears. I want to feel something real again. I want to wake from these nightmares. So I'll flick the switch, turn the darkness on. It feels more right when it's wrong. There's a creature inside of me. It's calling out to the creature inside of you. There's a creature inside of you that wants to let me hold you down and have its way.
Man, I wish I'd hit the mic button. Say that again.
I said my whole thing is you got to be a pussy. We were talking about politics, and I was just like, Trump's whole thing is who to be afraid of. And my thing is like, how big of a pussy are you to be afraid? Like, you're worried about Mexicans, dog? Like, where? I hang out with fucking Mexicans all the fucking time. They're fucking awesome. What the fuck's wrong with you?
His whole goal is, its only use is to tell you who to be afraid of and what to be afraid of.
Yeah,
he never preaches anything but, hey, you should look out for this guy behind you. He's going to steal your whatever while I'm actually stealing it.
Right.
Hey, you better look out for that guy while he's doing what I'm actually doing. He's not actually doing it. I'm doing it, but I want you to know he's doing it because I'm actually doing it.
Right. That's exactly right.
That's his
my
entire
whole so my whole thing about the people that follow him are like, how big of a fucking pussy are you? I mean, they're all acting like they're big and tough, and we're gonna go to Civil War and like Gravy Train 6 motherfuckers.
I don't
like,
think being a pussy is their problem. I think being stupid as a rock is their problem.
Yeah, that too.
Because they believe
like, you're gonna be the first guy to run as soon as.
Here's all the advice you need to know in life, as far as politics, music, and everything that you'll ever hear in your life. Just do one thing, and you'll probably be all right if you do nothing else, and that is consider the source. When you hear a goddamn thing, who said it? Who has to, what do they have to gain? What are they saying? And have you ever noticed that, like, Trump in his 20 years of being in the public, whatever, that he's 100% innocent and wrong and never guilty and never anything? Like, when he talks, he's always the victim. He's always the victim. Yeah. I'm like, dude, even fucking the most perfect people fuck up now and again. When have you ever fucked up?
How can you be the most, like, you're worth billions and you're the president? And you're sitting around complaining. I'd be out here like, look at my life, bitch. I'm the man. And this dude's sitting around bitching about everybody.
He hates on America. He hates on everyone.
You run the government. You can't get rid of the deep state, whatever that means. Get the fuck out of here. You run the government.
Plus, he had like shit in his bathroom. He had like papers in his bathroom. And he rapes people.
Yeah, he sucks. Fuck that guy.
He fucking sucks. Let's play some more music. This is Midnight Rapture. Perfect song to political talking. Jay Tizzle on Pipe Dreams with Boom Smack and MJLee.
Bad dreams.
Gemini to ground control. Reading you loud and clear. Lift off smooth. Ready for checklist. Fuel is go. 1.2 G cabin. 14 psi. Oxygen is go. Telemetry is go. All systems go. Thank you. Thank you.
So just so you know,
Thank you.
Thank you. You can go to Bandcamp to look for Non-Euclidean Massive Eyes and Tentacles to that track that we played earlier from my homie Patrick. I'm kind of new with the whole
Did
Bandcamp.
you paste the link into the chat?
I'm going to do that. I'm looking for where the thing is. Oh, it's not a link. It's just bandcamp.com.
Boo.
But it's not a link to his actual. I'll find the link to his actual album. Anyway, I'm going to start playing some of the chat box. So if you're in the chat box, I'm going to start playing your music. If I know that you're in a band, tell me the bands that you're in, and we're going to start playing some of that. Until then, this is Levente with Gravity Assist Maneuver on Pipe Dreams with Boom Smack and special guest.
Hey, I'm MJ.
Hey, it's MJ.
Pipe Dreams.
Well, these psychologists, most of them are balmy themselves.
You're listening to Pipe Dreams. right. Driving under mishappenings, insanity, rise to fall on Pipe Dreams.
Raising your spirits, raising your mind. Trying to raise an organ that's too hard to find. You've got your issues like everybody else has. Moralizing your way through the day, marginalizing, throw it away. Everybody wants their say. Chinese whispers disbelieve anyway. In a throwaway world where everything is crap, 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 crap. Don't try to get things repaired, there's no point in that. No point in that. Seeing is believing, but delusionists are so good now. I really want to just tell them, I want to tell them all to go and now. Moralizing your way through the day, marginalizing, throw it away. Everybody wants their say. Get up, get up. Get out, get out. Get up, get up. Get out, get out. Sometimes it feels like you just don't want to get up. Get up, get up. What good would that do? You're just not that down on your luck. Get out, get out. Forget the downsides that seem to surround your life. Get up, get up. Get out and do it. Go kick some honorable high. Moralizing your way through the day, marginalizing, throw it away. Everybody wants their say. Chinese whispers disbelieve anyway. Moralizing, marginalizing, Chinese whispers. Get up, get up. Get out, get out. Get up, get up.
Are going high. Rise to fall, driving under mishappenings, insanity. It reminds me a little bit of the theme song from Psych. Just saying.
I have to listen to you, bitch. Don't be surprised when I beat you to death with my shoe.
All right, this is that was driving under mishappenings, insanity. They're in the chat box there, MJ. That's what I like to do. Is I like to play some bands in the chat box.
Yeah, that was good. It was catchy. I liked it.
Yeah, we're gonna keep playing the chat box. This is Synthetica. Don't Look Now demo. Oh yeah, Pipe Dreams with Boomsmack and MJ.
when you say, don't look now. It's just like when you say, don't turn around. Just like when you say, calm down. Or when you say goodbye.
Synthetica, Don't Look Now demo. Available at Turtles Records and Tapes.
That's funny.
Thank you.
It is very 80s.
It is.
What's up, Ross? How you doing, brother?
Yeah, that just made me feel 80s. It made me feel like I should go on Wednesday to get that so I can get the double stamps.
Right.
On those,
yeah. I know all about it.
Yeah, dude. I stood in line forever at Turtles Records and Tapes to concerts. Seats, all available seats outlets.
So I used to, so here's how slick I was. I dated a girl that worked at the Turtles at North Lake Mall.
Roger.
So anytime any tickets came up or any new albums came out or anything, she would hold them for me.
Nice.
Yeah. So I was in it all that.
Did they have jack-off tapes? My buddy Terry used to work at a Turtles, and the one in Snellville, and my friend Kevin would call him and pretend to be someone else and go, "Yeah, do you have any jack-off tapes, like rated R movies to
I've never
rent?"
heard that before.
Yeah, that was just the way he would fuck with him. My Turtles story is really cool. When the Cure, I don't know if you remember this, but kind of seems like all my Cure stories are crazy, but I have a lot of crazy Cure stories. One of the craziest Cure stories, and it's like
I never told the Curiosa story either.
Exactly. We'll tell that one too, but this is the one that's not that good, but it's pretty crazy. Check this out. So for some crazy reason, in Atlanta, there used to be a venue, it's gone now, called the Roxy. There's a new Roxy, but in the original Roxy, held about a little over 2,000 people in Buckhead. And Cure is a 20,000 seat deal. I've always seen them in big ass places. So when I heard they were playing the Roxy, I was like, what the fuck? This intimate, tiny venue for the Cure. I was like freaking out. Well, I knew there was no way they were going to sell out instantly, and there's no way I could ever make it. So I had a friend go to a Turtles. She was in Virginia, and she went to a Turtles in Virginia where nothing was happening, and she was the only one in the line. So she walked in, and the instant they opened at 8 a.m. or whatever, bought me a ticket to see this thing, which sold out in 45 seconds in Atlanta.
Hell yeah.
It was out the door. If you were even out the door, you didn't get a ticket. The only people that were in line to get the ticket. Anyway, so I get to see the Robert Smith. I'm 10 feet away. I'm in the front row practically, and he's at this tiny venue, and it was just so wicked to see them, just 10 feet away. But you tell your Cure story because it's way better.
Oh, the Curiosa story?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Axel at 99X, which used to be a radio station here, that is now a radio station here again, even though they're not as good, even though everybody says they are.
They don't have a brick in their toilet anymore.
Yeah, so, wait, I got really high. Where was my story at?
Oh, you're going to tell the
Axel,
Robert Smith.
Yeah. So Axel from 99X is doing this contest so Curiosa was a tour that the Cure put together, and they had a bunch of other bands that I was into, like Muse and Thursday and who else?
I love Muse, dude.
Mogwai. Yeah, Muse is, come on. So, just untouchable music. So, I've seen them like 7 times. They're so amazing live. Yeah, so the Cure's doing this festival. They're bringing all these other bands, and it's at Lakewood or whatever. And so I forgot which one of us heard about it first, but anyway, Axel from 99X.
I always heard about it from Brett Sheber. Brett Sheber told me about it at band practice, and I freaked the fuck out.
Yeah, I think it was. I think you ran up on me and was like,
yeah.
He's doing a contest for the biggest Cure fan, and I'm like, you're obviously the biggest Cure fan because you're 7'2". So we go running down to the 99X station and bust into the studio, and I'm like, this is definitely the biggest Cure fan in Atlanta. And Dave's just standing there with a Cure T-shirt on, like, "Hi, I'm 7'2" tall."
There was like a 6'10" guy there that lost, and he was really pissed off because he thought he was about to win front row seats.
Yeah, and so Axel was like, "Yeah, you're the biggest Cure fan." And so we won backstage passes to the Curiosa Festival, and we got to go to this 99X meet and greet with Robert Smith there. And I don't know if you guys know, but like Robert Smith to me is like, he got me through a lot of shit when I was a kid. You know what I'm saying? So it's fucking, I mean, I owe that man my life as far as I'm concerned. So it was just fucking crazy. And then Dave got to get a picture with him. I didn't get to, because Dave was the contest winner. I got to be there, but I wasn't allowed to go up and shake his hand or whatever. So I just watched from afar, but that shit was dope. And then Dave got a picture with him. That was dope. And then we got to go see The Cure at Lakewood and go backstage.
And he walked out on stage, and I threw him a peace symbol. He looked right at me, and it was like, that's that tall fucker I just met today. And
yeah.
He threw me a peace sign. I was like, right on.
Yeah, and I got to meet the guys from Muse that day, so what a terrific day.
Yeah, that was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to play the chat box some more. This is James Doyle, Friday Night Telepath. You're tuned into Pipe Dreams with Boom Smack and MJ talking about just everything, basically.
Going out, the boys and me, fresh from our tour of duty. We're gonna find some trouble tonight. We're gonna make some trouble alive. We know what the ladies like. You know we can read the night to ride. Me and the boys have been a long time away. Gonna have some fun tonight. Me and the boys have been a long time away. Don't you worry about the glory in my eyes. Ooh. Here we go, smelling fine. Is that Chanel you're wearing tonight? How did I know? I guess I'm a connoisseur of fine perfumes and fine women like you. Ooh. Me and the boys have been a long time away. Gonna have some fun tonight. Me and the boys have been a long time away. Don't you worry about the glory in my eyes. Ooh. Me and the boys have been a long time away. Gonna have some fun tonight. Me and the boys have been a long time away. Don't you worry about the glory in my eyes. Ooh.
Ooh, that was James Doyle, Friday Night Telepath with Boom Smack and MJ on Pipe Dreams, XRP Radio.
You look like the poster boy for birth control.
So
that happens at so many venues, though. That it's always owners that don't know what to do with it.
Yeah.
And then I come in and I'm like literally known for making venues popular.
Well, it sounds like a match made in heaven because one of you has the ideas and not the venue, and one of you has the venue and no
Right.
ideas.
And I've owned a venue before, and I never want to do that again. It sucks. Oh my god!
Everyone I've heard that said they've done that has said it was brutal and 24/7, goddamn, 25 hours a day.
I'm tight, dude. I like having my off days.
Like restaurant managers and owners don't have off days.
Yeah, no. Nah, not a club venue, dude. I mean, not in this market. I'm tight. So, yeah, so I just keep throwing my drum and bass parties, and hopefully we're going to bring it to the masses, and we keep doing it bigger and bigger, and we're going to turn it into a festival, and it's going to be the biggest drum and bass party on earth one day. And that's what
Sounds
our goal
great.
is.
I can't wait, dude.
Yeah.
And I'll go to that one too. By the way, one of the things we do here on Pipe Dreams is play some poetry. And then we're going to play the Changelings. And for the y'all that know, MJ has requested a Changeling song that I don't have, so I'm going to play this one. But when I get the one that he has, I'm going to get that one, and then I'm going to play that one.
It's
I just don't
my
have that
favorite
one.
song by them. I've been trying to get them to let me remix it.
I was
going to
play it, and then I don't have it. So I think poetry and the Changelings would sound good together.
I'm Sarah Scott, and this is Poetry Corner with Boom Smack. Homecoming by Boom Smack. You all got scared and buried one day, and all that cared got carried away. But one still stared at the weary afraid, and fared no better than those they obeyed. It keeps him out, but lets her in, this sister sun and brother wind. She stops to stare and tarry there. He slides away without a care. And he stays out, but she comes in. The cold and heat begin again to frost the panes of brittle shards with little care for fine regards. It keeps him out, but lets her in. Lesser evils, brighter sin. Warmth of ashes blown away with lifted sashes seem to say, come home.
Chandler, man, you're the dude, man.
Yeah, he's literally. We all know
He's
that we're
literally the dude.
We all know where that song ends. You know how many times I've heard that song in my life? I used to work their merch table, like
Yeah.
whenever they go to Dragon Con or anywhere. So I would work the Changelings merch table, and man, we just play that song all day, every day. And so I would stand there for like 15 hours at Dragon Con, selling these T-shirts and CDs and shit. And they were hugely popular at Dragon Con back then, so it was like constantly busy. And then like after 15 days of hearing that all day, every day, man, I've heard that song so many times. I love it. It's a classic. But Orbital, you need to check out Orbital. It's my favorite song by them.
Yeah.
And Damon, call me on Wednesday and let's talk about it. I've been trying to get you guys to let me remix that song because we could turn it into a hit. You know what I'm saying? That'd be huge. I don't know if it'll play these days, but back then when I was asking about it, boy, and you guys were like, nah, we're tight. And I was like, okay, what do I know? Shit.
Well, since you know so much, you can tell me what you think of Nightwolf. This is one of my favorite artists in all of the database, and he's in the chat box. I don't mind saying that. I was going to say it even if he wasn't here. But Nightwolf is one of those 7 or 8 bands like Akaz's, Naughty NT. As soon as I heard one friggin' song by them, I went and got everything that was in the database. And I haven't heard a shitty Nightwolf song yet, so you need to get on that.
I'm excited to hear it. Let's go.
Let's go. This is called Fake Trigger, Pipe Dreams.
I shall show you. Look. What do you say to this? Rare and wonderful, huh?
Night Wolf on Pipe Dreams with Boom Smack and MJ, or Boom J and M Smack.
Yeah, that was sick. I wasn't expecting that little dubstep drop in there, and then once that is when it kicked in the first time, I was like, oh yeah, I could see 10,000 watts going crazy to this in a fucking field in fucking Utah right now. Like, yo, that guy is fucking good. I bet he made some good drum and bass too. I bet.
Yeah, Night Wolf.
That was like the mastering was great. The freaking production values on that were. I mean, that guy could be somebody. Shit, he needs a manager. Call me.
Back by popular demand, I like to do a twofer. This is going to be a twofer. This is Night Wolf again. Waiting on Nikki. Upcoming, we got Mishappenings, Filth and Glitter, and Lavender Galaxy in the queue. Night Wolf again, waiting on Nikki with a twofer. Pipe Dreams.
Are we back on live?
Yes.
Oh, I'm really high. Sorry.
By the way,
yeah, that guy's really good. Seriously, I mean, the whole time I'm listening to it, I'm like, yeah, 10,000 watts would be going crazy in the field to this right now.
Yes,
for sure.
No doubt, dude.
Tell that guy if he needs a manager, tell him to hit me up. Seriously.
Yeah, Night Wolf, hit him up, and I'll get his info and or whatever the heck.
Yeah, that guy's good. Really good mastering. I love it.
So here's something MJ I bet doesn't know that some of you guys know is I like to do this thing called chipmunk funk.
Oh boy.
When I was a kid, I thought chipmunk funk was such a cool idea. The Chipmunks, Alvin and Theodore and Simon, the way that the music stayed the same but Tom Petty's voice changed, just blew my fucking mind. And I was like 7 years old. And one day I was sitting here doing the show and I remembered how much I used to love hearing the Chipmunks do shit. I'm like, what if that was an independent version of the Chipmunks doing XRP music? So that's where this came from. So,
oh boy.
Yeah, so here you go. We'll get back into the music, but I have to do chipmunk funk. So here you go.
Hi, this is Boom Smack, world's tallest chipmunk. You're listening to Chipmunk Funk on Pipe Dreams with Boom Smack, only on XRP Radio.
Brought to you by
Arkin Brand.
Yeah.
I gotta shout somebody out real quick.
Hot show, Chipmunk Funk, just giving you what you did not ask for in the first place.
That's like believing that you can buy a bag of deep fried pork skins, go home and reassemble the pig in your apartment. That's just not true.
Hey, what is this, a quiz program? Stop this jalopy and let me out. I'll hitch another ride.
Well, MJ, what do you think of Pipe Dreams?
I mean, it was great until that chipmunk shit happened. I don't know what that was. I wasn't a fan of that at all.
Yeah. There's a lot of fucking silly rando up in this motherfucker.
Word. I want to shout somebody out real quick if I can, though. Is that all right?
Yes.
Okay.
Everything is, I'm down with whatever you want.
So your sister Amy just texted me that Evil Diva is in the chat. And Evil Diva is a dope-ass drum and bass DJ from Phoenix. And we've been flirting with each other for like 20 years now. And so I'm flying her out here for my Camo and Crooked party in 2 weeks. And we're going to spend the week together and see how things go. And if they go like I think they're going to go, she's probably going to be my girlfriend. And she's probably moving to Atlanta. And you guys are going to have another dope-ass drum and bass and Neuro fucking DJ amongst your ilk. So I'm looking forward to that because I think she's amazing.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, we call her Izzy.
What's up, Izzy? You're listening to Pipe Dreams with Boom Smack and MJ, obviously. What's up?
Pork and Bran. It's the breakfast of champions.
I'm going to get back to playing the chat box, but I wanted to play this band who may not be in the chat box, but sometimes they are, and then we'll get back to playing the chat box. This is Lip Gloss, Lavender Galaxy on Pipe D.
Oh, yeah, I love this guy. This is going to be good.
Yeah.
All right.
Here we go.
Hey, this is St. Pete, and you are definitely not listening to me here on XRP Pipe Dreams.
So imagine we love all night. The games we play at the arcade. You fall asleep, your favorite chair. Lavender in our backyard. And I see pink lip gloss, blue circles, warm smiles, glitter on her feet, blind rabbit, wait for it, staying up way too late. Pink lip gloss, blue circles, warm smiles, glitter on her feet, space mountain, big thunder, the smell of churros in the air. You got pink lip gloss, blue circles, warm smiles, glitter on your feet, glitter on your feet, glitter on your feet. You're my best friend, I know you know. Ta-da-da, I love you so, forevermore. Ta-da-pa-pa-pa-pa. You are my rock, you are my roll. Ta-da-da, ta-da-da. You are my world, you soothe my soul. You are my rock, you are my roll. Ta-da-da, ta-da-da. You are my world, you soothe my soul. Whoa, yeah. I'll tuck you in, kiss you goodnight. Ta-da-da, ta-da-da. Your lip gloss shines in the moonlight. Pa-da-pa-pa-pa-pa. Where have you been all of my life? Ta-da-da. I've got you now, we'll be alright. And I say, pink lip gloss, blue circles, warm smiles, glitter on her feet, blind rabbit, wait for it, staying up way too late. Pink lip gloss, blue circles, warm smiles, glitter on her feet, space mountain, big thunder, the smell of churros in the air. You're my best friend, I know you know.
circles, warms my yells, faded on the seat, like rabbit, wait for it, staying up way too late.
I don't know what any of that means.
I'm telling you, we're live.
Oh,
it's on. I was saying the mics are on.
I would be light switch, thumbs up.
Yeah, I did all that. I was like, fucking the opposite of this.
You got to remember, I'm really, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart.
And I mean really. Yeah. What were we talking about?
Really high.
That would be funny if you're just like, man, I am so, what was I saying?
Yeah, for sure.
That was Lavender Galaxy on Padre.
He's so good, man. I called that guy last year to talk to him about managing him, and he was going through a lot, man. I hope he's doing better. I haven't talked to him since then, but they were doing a comic book or something.
He's definitely manageable or worthy or whatever you call it.
Isn't he doing a comic book or something?
Yes, I have a copy, and I'm very honored to have an issue of this comic. I will show it to you. It's so dope, and it's dope. I was dope.
Never mind.
Even if he was doing it at all, I thought it was dope. But then when I saw how purple and blue and Batman and it looks, it's just fucking my wheelhouse.
Is it a superhero?
I not really, kinda.
Okay.
Hey, Charlie.
He said he was going to send me one, and then he never did. Damn it.
I think he gave his to Ambo, and Ambo gave it to me or Patrick, or I forget how I think I got it from Ambo. Okay, we're going to get back into the music, and then we'll probably tell some more silly stories. This is a song that I'm playing that's not of someone in the chat box, but I'm playing it because we were talking about remixes and production, and I think the production and the remixes of this are excellent. They kind of remind me of the 80s. Y'all can see what you think.
I'd like to just quickly point out that the reason there's no drum and bass being played on this is because the way their system is set up, you can't separate by genre. So if you have any drum and bass and you're in the room right now, send it to us and we'll play it, man. Because
and what's really dope is I found out from Tiz that in the future there will be a dubstep and all the different D&Bs and all the there'll be more options.
Yeah, so the way they have their system set up right now, there's no way to.
It's basically electronic.
Yeah, so it's all under electronic or DJ or something like that.
Yeah.
So there's no way to figure it out. But if you've got some drum and bass and you're listening to this right now, please send it to us because that's my whole life. And we'd be playing the hell out of it during this whole show if we had it, but we don't know if we have it or not.
Yeah.
I asked them to look up.
And if we already do have it, tell us in the chat that you've already uploaded it, and I'll play it.
So, and we tried to look up a bunch of famous DJs that I'm bringing to Atlanta soon, and none of them are in the system, so we can't play them either. Or I would be turning you guys on to some dope shit right now.
Yeah.
This is Boom Smack, and you are listening to Pipe Dreams on XRB Radio.
So this is Filth and Glitter with Flow. Pipe Dreams, Boom Smack, and MJ. That was Flow. Massive Ego remix. There's like 7 remixes. That's my favorite one. Filth and Glitter on Pipe Dreams.
I like that. That was good.
Thank you. I'm glad you like that. We got 34 more minutes left. We're going to play some more chat box and play some more, music and stuff. This is Mishappenings, Night of the Swans. He's loked out on Flat Pepsi.
Could you please repeat that?
11. 11. 11. 11.
Could you please repeat that?
11.
is a wave. It comes and goes. It fills the pain, then overflows. We build a dam. Over it goes, carried away in the undertow. Grief is a wave. I'm overcome, dragged out to sea. What I've become, a distant shore. Eludes us all. Though oceans rise, they have to fall. Grief is a wave. 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 Grief is a wave.
We love Teledeath here at Pipe Dreams. Okay, so before I play some Jet Lag Junction and more of the chat box, I wanted to play two songs that I specifically got, and I know I'm putting my neck out here on the chopping block, but I got these just to show Mr. MJ here what some independent, unsigned electronic music can sound like. So I picked out two that I think may not be in his wheelhouse, but to me they sounded fucking dope. But then he'll be like telling me what he thinks. So here's those two tracks, because I'm all about getting your feedback.
All right, I'm honest though, so all I'm saying
but
is
I want your honesty.
Okay.
Okay, this is the first one. There's two. This is Cynical Deliverance with Blastoderm. And
say it again one more time.
Cynical Deliverance.
Okay, gotcha.
And it looks like this is track 7, Blastoderm.
Blastoderm.
You're hearing it here 7th on Pipe Dreams with MJ and Boom Smack.
Pipe Dreams. Contemplating feelings of hatred dispersed throughout the cosmos, and then I meet the return that's been waiting so long ago. But can we believe just from the signs?
here's what you go. You get Al Pacino's homemade cappuccino. And now, brand new, coming to a grocery store near you, Al Pacino's Donut Hose. These are delicious.
Donut Hose.
And try the new cinnamon cream cheese filling. Delicious. Al Pacino's homemade cappuccino. My God, Al Pacino's homemade cappuccino. Oh, Al Pacino's homemade cappuccino.
All right, track 2 of the songs that are training for MJ. This is Lush World with Bonafide on Pipe Dreams with MJ and Boom Smack.
Pipe Dreams.
Don't mess with the bull, young man. You'll get the horns.
Baby, I have seen you struggle. I've seen the foggy gloom. All I've been thinking lately is how to make you blue. The days have all been blending. Baby, that's a sin. Let's pull out the record. Oh, time to take a spin. We're not giving in, not giving in. Let's put up a fight. Baby, just you and I. I'm just you and I. Taking back Saturday night. Baby, just you and me. We'll be taking back Saturday night. Saturday night. Saturday night. Saturday night. I put on a suit and tie. You wear the cologne I like. Bring back enough mystery. Let me hold you tight, so tight. We're not giving in. Let's put up a fight. Just you and I. On a Saturday night. We're not giving in, we're not giving in. Let's put up a fight. Baby, just you and me. Just you and me. Taking back Saturday night. Take it back. Baby, taking back Saturday night. Saturday night. Saturday night. Saturday night.
All right, you guys, we've only got 10 more minutes. I'm going to play a couple more tracks. I would like to thank everybody, including MJ, for being here. And thanks to everyone in the chat box. It was a very jumping, fat, busy, happening chat box.
Hell yeah.
It was really groovy.
Can you close out the rest of the show with just music? Because I got to get out of here if that's
Yeah,
possible.
that's what I'm going to do. And I was about to play, again, the track that I picked just for you. But you can listen on the radio.
Let me say goodbye to everybody real quick. So thanks, everybody, for tuning in. It's been a great pleasure. This is one of my best friends on earth. We've known each other since the beginning of time. We've been through so many things together. And you guys should all thank this guy, because without him, like I said earlier, we wouldn't have a scene, because he turned me on to the music that brought me to the rave scene in the first place. And I've been doing it for 30 years, and I've been doing it bigger than anybody else in America. Jungle Bells this year will once again, for the 4th year in a row, be the biggest drum and bass party in America. So if you can get here, get here. Because
Yeah, plug that real quick. Plug that shit
You're
real
never
quick.
going to see anything like it in America. It's crazy.
Tell the website again and all that jazz.
junglebells.org/events. junglebells.org/events. And I'm telling you, you're going to have the best time you've ever had.
Awesome. Well, it's been awesome having you here. I hope you can do it again. It was fucking great.
Hell yeah, brother. It's always good to see you. I love you. I love you more than anything in this world, because you saved my life, brother.
Dude, you may have saved mine.
Hell yeah.
Love you, brother. And be safe going back to the head of Buck.
Yeah, I got to get out of here, man. I got 1,000 things to do.
Roger that. Well, I'm glad you did this.
Thank you, brother.
All
I
right,
could have been
guys.
in New Orleans. My friends wanted me to come to New Orleans, and I was like,
That's right.
I promised my buddy I'd come do the radio show. I had to be here.
He got invited to a hotel and everything in New Orleans for like a few days.
Yeah.
He's like, I got to go be on Pipe Dreams.
That's right.
God damn it.
I'm a man of my word.
Integrity.
It's hard to find these days, especially in the music business.
Yeah.
All right, brother. Be safe out here.
Auto-destruct sequence armed.
Hi, this is Nick Wicker from Candy Apple Black, and you're listening to Pipe Dreams on XRP Radio.
I know why you are grieving. You'll die by the sword they know. They'll give away the dance of the dawning light. In spite of me, twisting they turn so tight. Oh, hey, oh. And I don't know why the sky is so high. The future is in my hands, and I've dropped it. I've dropped it. The price on your head will make it my own. Now run to the Father, they shock to be shown. Fight for a mother, she'll die all alone. And I don't know why the sky is so high. The future is in my hands, and I've dropped it. Fall from the sky as we fall to the feeling. Woven in moss and the heart rounds are beating. Trying to see straight, but blood's in the ceiling. Hoping to come across someone believing in me. And I've dropped it.
All right. So I'm going to close with what I always close, or I used to always close with. Now I close with different stuff. But it's been a great show. It was shout out to MJ. MJ has left the building. He had to do a million things. So shout out to him for coming. I hope he can do it again. And I want to have other people out here like Anbo and everybody maybe even play, perform, have Damon come here and play, perform on the show. And yeah, so that's my goal. So happy Pipers and Dreamers. Thanks for being here. We'll see you next week.
Pipe dreams.
What we do is if we need that extra push over the cliff, you know what we do?
Put it up to
11, exactly. One louder.
Why don't you just make 10 louder and make 10 be the top number and make that a little louder?
These go to 11.
One
thinking, that's what the brain's for. Linking all these words together in chain form, and the ink in my pen starts touching the page more as the thoughts come together from hearing the devil talking. Absorbing, it's all in my head. If awake or in bed doesn't make any sense, but I'm making the best from the stress, getting all this off my chest with the pen and the gift that I'm blessed with. Not the one to mess with, trying to voice a message and just hope that someone gets it. Every day I count my blessings, even though my life gets hectic. I've learned to accept it, try not to neglect things, trying to point my anger in the opposite directions. Ever since I was a little kid, everything was negative. I never thought I'd see the positives in anything again. Now I'm married to my pen. When things are hard to comprehend, I just get out the ends like
one last ride. Can't wait to take the trip. One last ride. One last ride. Can't wait to take the trip. One last ride.
One last ride. I always said the sky is the limit. Tell my kids I love them every day, I die for the minute and fight to the finish. And every second with them I cherish, cause we don't know where the end is. For me there's no more pretending, I need to live up to the expectations, no condescending. And everybody wants the stories to finish with happy endings. It's hard comprehending all the things that's happened in past. Having family passed to having panic attacks. Someone you called a father goes and stabs you in back. Thinking, will I ever get my sanity back? The only way I can react is putting words on a track. Murder this bastard, put him fucking straight in a casket. Yeah, you ain't no dad to me, you ain't got the answers. Seems like everything you touch, you just fuck up my chances. And it's devastating, to a point it's got me meditating. I can see the Heaven's Gate, but the devil's waiting to take me.
That's right. Can't wait to take the train for one last ride. Ride. Can't wait to take the train for one last ride.
One last ride. I'm reminiscing, I'm thinking it shouldn't be this way, and it don't make it easier listening to what people say. Yeah. I've got my ticket at the station, I can see the train. I think it's finally time for me to take my final ride away. I feel the need to hide my face and hibernate. Explosive temper like a live grenade, and I don't like my life this way. It's like a vicious cycle, whether it be night or day. My fucking head is baking like my brain is in the microwave. I'm going through a transformation like a script from Michael Bay. I've left a note to all my loved ones saying I got to get away from the dark side, from all the hard times. What about pride? What about all the memories in my heart mind? Too much pain locked in my archive. Never seem to get my cash right, living in this fast life. I swear this is the last time you're ever gonna see me again. I'm on my last ride.
One last ride. Can't wait to take the trip. One last ride. One last ride. Can't wait to take the trip. One last ride.
One last ride.
One last ride. One last ride. One last ride. One last ride. One last ride. I'll take the train, take the train, take the train. One last ride. One last ride.
This is the last time.
No, no, no.
One last ride. I'm on my last ride. Yeah,
My riddling is done. I really must not detain your magnificence any longer.
Your time is up. You have fallen for my stratagem. Already, you cease to exist.
Frankie say no more.
Alright, folks, break it up. It's all over. God say there's nothing in there.
The music's not affecting them anymore.
Now listen. Sleep time. It's your sleep time. Sleep time. You're feeling very sleepy. Very sleepy. It's your sleep time. You will go to sleep and stay asleep until I tell you to wake up. Until I tell you to wake up.
That's 3 hours of boredom followed by 7 seconds of sheer terror.
Turn off them, what's you call it?
The radio.
I know what you call it, turn it off.
That's it, man. Game over.